removed from that possibility, from that position. So that's why, that's where you get the difference between the two things. And to insinuate other words is a strawman argument, and it's disingenuous, and that's exactly what she's doing here and what we see so frequently in other places.
Again, Trump's answer here had the lefties losing it.
Define it for me, if you
I just defined it, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a black woman?
Well, I can say, no, I think it's maybe a little bit different. So she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She has always
But
identified as a black woman. She went to a historically black college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a black person.
And that answer had the media outraged. How dare he say she identified as Indian and not black? But here is AP News' headline. They said Harris calls Trump's false claims about race the same old show. But wasn't it AP News who ran with this headline? They said California's come up.
And I can sit here and tell you that this is what the rest of this segment pretty much is. Sitting there saying, Kamala said she was Indian, not black. The crazy thing is, though, she's both Indian and black. Now, she couldn't sit there and claim to be America's first black American U.S. Senator because she wasn't. There were other black senators before her. But she was the first with any sort of Indian ethnicity in her. And since she's both, she can be black and Indian because her mother is Indian and her father was a black Jamaican man. So the idea that the right doesn't understand that a person can have two different ethnicities within them is, again, another straw man argument, another false dichotomy, just completely disingenuous. And it's something to say, gotcha, it sounds like a great soundbite, and unfortunately, a lot of people fall for it, and you read comments and you see that a lot of people are still completely in for that sort of thing.
Kamala Harris becomes first Indian American US Senator. That was back in 2016. And here is Kamala herself saying that in recent years.
Certainly, you could become the first Indian senator in U.S. history, which would be quite an accomplishment.
Not good.
Because
Yes.
you are Indian.
Yes.
Okay, and I don't know that everybody knows that, but I find that wherever I go and I see Indian people at the supermarket, on the street, everyone's like, you know, Kamala Harris is Indian, right? It's like our thing we're so excited about to have you running for president.
Yeah.
So we're both Indian.
Yeah.
Look, how I see it is you can be Indian, you can be black, you can be Indian and black, Indian and Jamaican. This obsession with race and basing your vote on the race or ethnicity of a candidate is just backward and stupid.
The final point she makes there is actually legitimate. If you're basing your entire vote purely off of race, that's not relevant. There's nothing wrong with Harris taking pride in her black heritage. It gives her a way to relate to some people that feel like they haven't really had a voice in government or anywhere for a long period of time. Obviously, that voice is getting louder. They're hearing it more here and there. With, of course, Barack Obama, that was a huge, significant jump for them. And this would be as well. So you can't completely dismiss race, but she is right. You shouldn't completely based solely on race. It shouldn't even be a primary thing. It shouldn't be much of a factor, and it would be best if both sides would drop it, but neither side will. Both sides will continue to sit there and say race is a factor. I'm getting all the black votes, I'm getting all the Hispanic votes, and both of them are going to sit there and complain. I don't know why they keep focusing on my race so much, but they're both still doing it. Anyway, this was my first video back. It's, of course, very rough. I need to get like a backdrop or something. I need to do a lot of extra stuff. I'm working on getting better microphones. I have better cameras that I need to try and see if I can implement a little bit. This was just mostly just a test video to kind of see if I can go through the whole process. I'm going to edit it out a little bit and do some do an upload, see how it goes. The good thing is, absolutely no one intends to actually watch this, so it should be pretty fair to go forward with it. Thanks. If you actually saw this, hey, you're one of the 2 people. Good job.